Alright, hello everybody, Skyrain here, back again with another Diablo Immortal video. It's that time to show the Battle Pass and what all it entails this time in-game, so you can see what everything looks like. We're just going to go over this for all the classes that I currently have available. The only ones I don't have is Tempest, Monk, and Barbarian. I could make brand new characters, and this is another thing I want to kind of pose the question here. I know some of you are, or the majority of you, of course, are going to be OG players. But for anybody that has found this channel and is curious, new or returning, or even old, want to see me begin a starter series, so to speak, so you can kind of see how it is to progress in the game in 2024, as well. Mid-2024 at this point already. That's crazy. If there's any interest in that, let me know in the comments. I will probably start, if anything, a Barbarian, since I haven't yet. But yeah, let me know one way or the other, and then I'll try to show... I'll take a casual approach to it. So I'm not going to be, my main is still my focus. And there's so much to do in the game right now. It can be overwhelming. And that's the other reason I wanted to pose this question out there, if anybody had any interest in it. And wanted to see that, because I actually would be more than happy to do so, but there has to be enough interest. There has to be enough interest. So let me know in the comments first before I decide to make that choice. Now, as we can see here on the Battle Pass this time around, it is the chest piece. The chest piece is what we got for the legendary when you get to level 10 to claim it. And now we're going to go ahead and look at the gear, the skins, and whatever else. So the easiest way for me to do this, so we can actually see both the armor and the weapon on at the same time. The collection system, not the frames. The collection system. I figured out where it was. It's under armor. You want to go to common. And unfortunately, it's not in like any kind of alphabetical order, but it's about halfway down the list here. I'll find it here eventually. Like I said, it's kind of a pain. The other ones I'll speed up after I get here, and I just want to show this one first. There it is. Untamed Wisdom Armor is what we're dealing with. There's what it looks like on the Blood Knight. Okay. There's the weapon. And also, the portal is going to be the same for all classes. So there's what that looks like. It looks like a mirror. Basically, you'd hang on your wall. At least I would, anyway. But there's that. And, of course, get the red hair, which is kind of funky. Matches the red blood eyes on this guy, but still, nonetheless, you get ginger hair. That's what it looks like on Blood Knights. Take it or leave it, obviously. You make the call, it's up to you. I mean, obviously I'm not picking this up anyway, no matter what, but if I was inclined, that would be a pass for me on Blood Knight anyway. So that's the male Blood Knight. That's what that looks. I'm going to start cycling through my other characters. Be right back with another one. Alright, moving on now into my male Necromancer character here. Here's what it looks like on this one as well. There's the shield. Again, red hair on the Necromancer with his icy, cold stare eyes. Which is whatever. There's the weapon. Of course, it's got that yellowish glow to it. Say almost amber-like, because it's Untamed Wilds, Untamed Wisdom Armor, it's what it's called, but it definitely looks like the Untamed Wilds. Very, I think, probably more so along the lines of Niza for the familiars, the pet seller, and whatever else. That's what I'm getting the impression here with this set, this turnaround. There you go. Turn around. Anyway, alright, on to the next one. Alright, now we are on to the Crusader. Female Crusader, in my case here, the one I created. There's the massive shield that all the satyrs get, as always. Very viney massive shield, but still. There's the sword, what that looks like. Here is the armor. Red hair and green eyes. Red hair and green eyes in this case. Very, very interesting. Looks more like a barbarian with this setup and this skin, more so than I think anything else, but red hair and green eyes. Very, Big Trouble in Little China-esque is what that kind of reminds me of, if anybody gets that reference. Yeah, red hair and green eyes. Interesting. So I guess they want to make everyone a ginger with this setup. But yeah, the green eyes and red hair does look pretty nice, I have to admit. But anyway, there's that on the satyr female, by the way. Now we're going to switch to the next one. All right, now here we are again with the Demon Hunter. Here's the Demon Hunter with the Untamed Wisdom armor, of course, on. You can see under the hood, yep, again with the red hair. He's got much darker eyes, though, which is interesting. Bit of a feathery back side, whole side here, very feathery. Almost like a scarf trail. There's the weapons, of course, with the amber-esque glow to it. Very jungle, very, you know, again, untamed. Twisted woods kind of thing. This is almost dark woods environment. There you go. This is the female Demon Hunter skin. Alright, and I got one more to switch to, of course, and that's my main, which I'll be right back with. Alright, and now we are on to the main, or my main, I should say, my wizard here. Again, they give it red hair. A dark beard, though, so very, very Mario-esque here, I guess, with its hair colors and beard color. Very Mario. That's kind of hilarious. But yeah, this one on Wizard, actually, on this one's not too bad. I'm not really fond of the lighter green in there, I guess. Maybe if that was a different color. The red I'm fine with, but I don't know. It's okay. Compared to some of the other classes, though, this one's not too bad. At least that's my personal opinion. Obviously, we can all make our own. And, of course, don't shoot the messenger, as I've said before in this. I'm just merely showing what I have here in-game so you can kind of see them for what they are. If, in fact, if in fact you haven't been to the game in a while, or if you're curious about it, this is why I try to do these. This is merely for the sake of putting these out there for everybody to see and, you know, get your overall thoughts and impressions on, that kind of thing. Nothing more than that. Don't, you know. I know if you don't like them, obviously, it's like, oh, I don't like these skins. I don't like the video. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. That's not the point we're trying to make here. But anyway, that's the battle pass. That's the new stuff. Oh, and while I'm thinking of it, the events. I did mention this before. I'm going to mention it again because I forgot myself personally. So I need to hop on this as soon as the time window opens up for Conqueror to run. I have to go and run these through again to get the rest of these event tokens. Because, again, Conqueror, for whatever reason, you run it one time and it's at 34 or 44 maximum when you do everything. And then it always resets like the last couple days before its time runs out. And then you can redo... the challenge tasks are done. So you can't do those over again. But all these other ones reset, so you can do them over again, and you can get 17 more tokens in the process. So you can actually get more than the 10 that you were short on in that section. You can get 17 if you do all of these again. So that's what I'm going to do as soon as it opens back up. I did forget myself. I'm reminding myself in the process here of doing this before it ends here by, well, tomorrow actually. So I have I have today just to get this done. So I'm going to have to knock this out as fast as I can. And again, one more time, we're going to bring it back up to if there's any interest for anybody that's new, returning, or even old that wants to see me do a starter series on, I'll probably do a Barbarian, starting from scratch. Or if there's any other interest in the other classes that I don't have in my alts currently, because if anything, I do want to do it on the classes that I don't have. I already did Tempest on my main. I unlocked all the essences except the most recent batch. And it is what it is. It's broken as all hell. I'm not really a fan of it. That's why I didn't stay on it for very long, because I'm like, it's face roll. I'm sorry, that's too much. But starting out on a new character and 100% free to play new character is always going to be more of a challenge. I think Barbarian will probably have a little bit of a rough time at the start of it, but it might not be as bad as I'm thinking. Who knows? But I am kind of looking forward to giving that a go, just to see how overwhelming it is for a new player. And that's another thing I wanted to do it for. I wanted to do it more of as a guide and a walkthrough, like, hey, look, relax, take this apart bit by bit. They kind of throw a bunch in your face all at once because the game's been out for 2 years, so that's kind of to be expected, unfortunately, for anybody just starting out or anybody returning, what have you. So again, let me know in the comments for that if there's any interest in that whatsoever. If not, then we'll just kind of, leave it dead. But if there is, you gotta let me know. You gotta let me know one way or the other, and I will get on that. I'll play it casually, like I said. My main focus is my main. There's just far too much in the game to keep up on to really go too hard in the paint on any other character at this point anymore. But I will make it a point to focus on that character a bit and kind of enjoy the ride. Because sometimes it's kind of nice to start over fresh and kind of get that new game feel all over again in a sense, and see how it goes that way. So anyway, until next time, everybody, stay safe out there in the real world on fire as always. Take care of yourselves as best you can. One day at a time. It's the best we can do. Until next time, see ya.